All right, let's get this underway here. Good evening, everyone. How are you tonight? Welcome to another Friday night devlog of TetraForce. To anyone who's new here and doesn't know what TetraForce is, it's our top-down action-adventure RPG that we've been working on now for a little while. Tonight we're going to be working on some puzzle mechanics. I'll get into that more a little bit here. I firstly wanted to just quickly announce that we just pushed a new version. Joseph B. and Nodding pushed a new version the other night. So if you go to our download page on our website here, which I believe I'm streaming, I am. Amazing. Thanks, Joseph B. But yeah, no, Joseph got the new version up on our download page. So feel free to go to our website, which is in the link description below, and you can download it. It's multiplayer, so you can play with your friends and check it out. And feel free to join our Discord, give us feedback, or just come hang out with us and have a real good time. But yeah, so everything that we've worked on since July has now been updated to the website. So I have it. Do I have it here? I had it here somewhere and I didn't close it. But anyways, you can see our. I can actually grab it. I'm just lacking words. The notes, the update notes, words. One. Let me pull it up. It'll just be easier if I pull it up. There it is. Oh, 404 not found. Oh, interesting. Is that because it's already been pushed? Ah, here we go. So yeah, the changelog. That's what I'm trying to say. Bug fixes. Yeah, so you can see all of our changelogs here. So tons of bug fixes. There was a lot of bugs that we fixed that we had. Some of them we knew about already, and others that we discovered when we were streaming with Jupiter Vision. Some map changes, just all those kind of standard things. New puzzle features, and like reset puzzles and all that sort of stuff. So like when you fail a puzzle, if you're stuck somewhere, you can get a friend to reset the puzzle and all that sort of thing. Or if you just mess up the puzzle and you want to reset it. Allowing PvP or disabling PvP. That still needs a bit of tweaking, but it's working at least. And then drowning, because that's a feature. Basically, if you don't have any kind of swimming item, you'll just fall in the water and get hurt, almost like a hole. So that there won't be any let's just call it flippers because we're talking Zelda terms here, but that's probably not going to be in the demo, but it's essentially built into it now. It's ready to go. So post demo, once we want to decide we can implement that, that's basically ready to go. So and then one of the things that I had open and I shouldn't have closed in Milestone 4. Yes. So tonight we're going to be working on the floating barrel object, which is one of the puzzles that are in the first dungeon. Joseph B., who's in the YouTube chat tonight, he's working on saving and loading game data. He's been making a little bit of headway on that. Let's go into here. So this was kind of my very rough concept. And so this is kind of where he's at with it right now. And this is kind of my visual, or my vision, I guess you could say, of what I would like it to look like at the end. So I've already designed all that stuff already, obviously. So Joseph B will kind of work with that. And then, as you can see, he's added the list in GitHub, actually, of the back-end stuff, the important things that actually make all this work. So this is kind of where he has to work on next. So hopefully, with these being our current milestone, these will be some things that we add in soon. Also in Milestone 4, which I don't know if we'll get to. So the last couple of weeks I've been spreading out the dead captain. So if you go back to the last couple episodes of the devlog, you can see me working on this. I'm going to resume working on this. I figured I just wanted to change it up tonight on tonight's stream. Barrels! I just wanted to change it up and do barrels instead tonight because it's a little bit more work that I can do by myself. I feel like the dead captain, I'll probably need you, Joseph B, and even Nodding. I'll probably need both of them to kind of work through him. He's more collaborative, same as like all of the bosses essentially. So if we go to next month's milestone, essentially it's just enemies. So the enemy turtle and the wormlin, I don't think are going to be too difficult. Those will probably be pretty fast things. But then obviously we'll also have another mini boss, which we probably, if realistically looking at it, I don't think we'll even be done the dead captain by the end of this month. So what's going to kind of, what you'll probably see, yeah, you're right. We were going to stream a boss like night or whatever. So, or not stream, but get together and talk about it and have a kind of a brainstorm session. Which I think is super important because that's pretty much all that's going to be left. And as I was going to say, you'll probably see anyone who's watching along with what we're working on. Those are going to be some of the last things that kind of get done for a couple reasons. Obviously, they're more complex, and I want them to look good and I want them to feel good. I think they're a critical part of the demo. And I want to make sure we take our time on them and that they look cool and are a lot of fun. So, because I think that's going to really close everything off nicely on the demo. And then we can move on after that. And then you can see Demo 6. It's mostly just bugs and then the main boss. So, the NPC store, that's still in scope for this demo. I was kind of hoping Fornclake would do that. He said he would be interested in doing it still. So, we'll see if he does. If not, I might save it to the very tippy end. I might even just drop it off as scope for the demo and just add that in as something like a post demo. Because realistically, the demo is not going to just stop being worked on by the end of this. This is kind of, in my mind, completed, but doesn't mean we can't polish it and keep adding to it. Because there's going to be a lot of like other things that we still need to do even after all those issues are done. Like there's a lot of sound effects and music that we need to add, and just kind of continuing on some of the bugs that we have. Like there's some camera issues that we still have to figure out and those kind of things. Yeah, and that's the thing too, Joseph. Like if we, he was just saying like if we can get a system in place for the bosses, that would be really good. Like just figuring out some kind of like almost plug and play type thing where we can easily interject new behaviors and that type of thing. Yeah, that's the thing. We have to wait and see who's around, Joseph. Like if people are around and working on it, then totally cool. And I hope we kind of have a nice burst of productivity again over the next little bit, because the last month has been pretty quiet, which is fine. Like it kind of comes and goes as far as productivity. I was pretty burnt out by the reset wheel. That reset wheel was a big challenge for me. But thankfully it's working now, and I'm ready to kind of get back into things. So yeah, anyways, with that being said, I guess I did not open Godot at all. Let me do that. Godot. I was actually gonna play a bit and show it off, but that's okay. I talked a lot, so let's actually get some things done. I guess I should open up. The amazing reset wheel, you mean? Amazing? I don't know. I'm still leery. I think it might still be broken. I hope it's not. I tested it quite extensively, but I feel like potentially there's still potential for bugs with that dang wheel. One thing I didn't do, so with the reset wheel, I wanted it so that if you left the room, the puzzle also reset. That actually might be something you can help me out with, Joseph. Because so the problem was it was running on physics process, and for some reason, it would cause issues for not the map host, but the not map host, which I'm not going to get into right now, but I took it out because I couldn't get it to work with the non-map hosts. For whatever reason, that physics process wasn't running for that person. And it would actually crash that person's game. So I just took it out. Alright, so I kind of started the floating barrel last night. So I've got it there. I'm going to use the block as... Everyone can hear me right? Just good, right? Yeah. Yeah, yeah, that'd be appreciated, Joseph. Oh, the block. I want the block. So essentially, the floating barrel is going to have a similar thing to the block, where it's going to have this. I think it's going to have a raycast 2D. It's going to have the collision shape, obviously. So I thought about this afterwards, and I wonder if it'd just be easier if I duplicated the block and switched the floating barrel. Maybe I'll do that. Because, yeah, I even made this a node and stuff like that. Let's just do that. We're just going to duplicate the block. Let me delete. What's this on? I didn't do enough for it to matter. Yes. Why don't I see delete? Oh, move to trash. Let's duplicate the block. That'll be duplicate. Float. Oops. What am I typing? Floating barrel. All right. I don't know if I should. I don't know what our naming convention is. We just make up stuff. Oh yeah, Joseph B. I was crashing it with that. I don't know how I managed to, but I did. Let's duplicate the block .gd as well. Duplicate. Whoa. Oh my goodness, I can't type. I never can type. I always suck. And let's load that. All right. So let's change the sprite. And then we'll just test it out. Where am I going? Floating barrel. Oh, it's locked. Floating barrel. There we go. Horizontal frames. Was it 6? 6. Okay. Next project, we know to put in place a few standards. Well, I mean, that's a funny thing with this. Like, we had limited experience when it came to doing a lot of these things, right? And we've learned a lot over the course of it. It's a lot easier when you know what to start with, compared to when we were like, oh, I don't know, let's just try stuff. Sure. Let me get YouTube open again. Clappy, clappy, clappy. I want to add the floating barrel here. Not an int, we want a string. Path. I'm too lazy to type it all out. Where's the block? I guess it's this. Floating. Oops. Barrel. Alright, let's see if it'll push around like the block should. It should. I copied everything directly, so. There we go. See, look at that. It only pushes once, which is what we want. So now the only difference is when it pushes, after it pushes, we want it to animate. So we're going to have to add an animation player to this. So let's do that. Animation player. I think we'll... So new, we'll just call this default. We just want it to be the one frame. Keyframe 0, create. And this is the autoplay. Alright. And then we'll do a new, we'll call this sink. When it's going into the water. How many frames do I want it to be? Or how long do I want it to be? This is a proper question. Let's go 1.5 for now. I can always scale it back. So start with 0. That one. And 0.1. Frame 2. And then back it up. There we go. So that's the sync. Let's just put on loop and see what it's too fast. Oh, that kind of looks lame, actually. I was hoping, like, when it went under. I think it's just too fast. That's the problem. Let's slow it down. Let's turn off. I wonder if I could add. Sorry, just thinking out here. I mean, I guess I'll wait and see. I'll wait and see. I think I'm just gonna go with the 1. And we'll scale this. Oh, my mouse is so messed up. I like scratched the inside of my mouse somehow. I think I was trying to like clean it out or something. And so now it like, if I don't know if it's gonna do it right now. Me giving you advice here's like me giving you network advice. I mean, I'll still take your advice and respect it genuinely. But yeah, my job is to make it beautiful. Your job is to make it work. Okay, so we also need one more. We want just the floating. And this one I think will be 0.3.
When?
Oh, my dog's going nuts. I don't know who's outside. So we want this keyframe. That key. Oops.
Stop it.
Did I mess that up? I wasn't paying attention. Yes, I did. Okay. Oops. Looping. It's way too fast. Too fast. Let's slow it down. 0, 2. Oh, I need it one more. I guess I can just remove this altogether. 0.4. I only really need 2 frames. Yeah, you're right. I agree. I think it just looks like it's falling off the screen. So I might just remove it altogether. In my head, it looked cool, and it turned out that's not the case. I still need to slow this down more. Six. Because my whole idea was like it's supposed to submerge and then kind of pop back up again. But I don't know. It doesn't seem to actually look good. It needs some magic. I'll have to reach deep and find some magic, but some of it, just a little bit of magic. I do have a splash effect that I created for the drowning. I was thinking that might actually save it, but I'd have to add. Let's add a second sprite. Let's just try sprite. Let's just call it splash. I think it's in effects. Yeah, it is. It is. It is. And that is 3 horizontal frames. Oops, too many, too many. Ah, wrong direction. Okay. Let's turn that off. So floating, let's go back to sync. And let's add visibility. Visibility. Create. And we'll go frame 0. Or do I even want to move it back? Hold on here. Let's. And then turn visibility back off again. That helped. We have to have the best barrel animation. It's critical. Top of the list. There you go. So I think that works actually. Let's just do that. And then it'll transition into the floating afterwards. Which I guess this needs to be turned off again. Which I think is still too fast. That feels way too fast. 0.5. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I think it looks a lot better. There we go. Yeah, this should just be slow. I'd even go slower than that. Let's try 1.5. And what's what? 0.75. Ignore me and do your magic. I'm doing some magic. Alright, that's much better. And so, sync, we need to turn that auto. Turn that back off. And then floating is looped. Alright, so now that we have those, I just want to make sure. I can never tell when we do animation. Okay, good. So once it reaches this point, that's when I want those animations to play. And it's just going to go into the ground for now. Like, the ground is liquid. Tween start. I think it'll be after this. The floor is liquid. The floor is lava. Yeah, totally. Playing the floor is lava was always fun. Now, I think I want it after this bit here. I'm just trying to think about. I have to yield until it's done. I guess I'll just put a normal yield in here for now. And make sure this is where I want the code to go. I know this isn't the best way of doing it, but just to test it for now. floating barrel. And I think it's about half, 0.5. And then, it's been a while since I coded, now my brain can't remember stuff, so I'm just going to be copy pasting like a silly. Animation player, that's what I want. And network here. Floating barrel. What did I call it? Sink? I think I called it sink. Not like the kitchen sink. Let's see if I put that first. Testing code is good. I just want to make sure it goes where it's supposed to go. Oh, see, it didn't even play it. So that's not what I want. Is it even getting there? Or is it happening sooner than I want it to? Even though I have the yield. No, it just doesn't go there. Maybe in set push. Yeah, that's a good point. Let's try that. Am I even... What am I doing wrong? That's interesting that it's not playing it. I've done something. Because it's not even printing, it seems like. Print. Push. Helps when I'm at actually. Oh yeah, see, look, even the output is not doing a thing. Nah. Yeah, you're right. Those would be called. I shouldn't need both of these. But it's strange that it's not playing. Or no, it is. See, it is called sync. I thought maybe I called it wrong. So what am I missing here? No, not even getting the print messages. That's why I'm like confused. I'm like, is the code not even put where it's... I thought maybe I didn't have the code on it. Like I messed that up, but it says floatingbarrel.gd. I'm in floatingbarrel.gd. Test. Oh, see, I'm not even getting on ready. It's not even printing it. Isn't that strange? Do you think I have to try and re-import it or something? Is the node... It should be. Scene, save scene as... Oops, because I duplicated it, right? Floating barrel.tscn. I wonder if I should try and Oh, yeah, so it won't let me override it. Something peculiar is going on here. I wonder if I should try... Hi, Luna. You have to go ask your mom. Whoa, sorry guys. Dog almost took it out. No. Should I try restarting Godot maybe? I'm gonna try re-importing. Oh, see, it's not even re-importing. Alright, we're gonna close Godot. I think it's acting funny. Yeah, see, it's still not printing. I thought about redoing the tile then. Hold on, let's see. Of course it wouldn't work. There we go, now it's re-importing. Let's see if it actually prints things now. Ah, see, now it printed. Okay, it seems like they were working now. Make sure those arrows were normal. Yes, they were. New thing we learned about tiled. It actually places entire node. Yeah, it seems to. Well, and I guess that makes sense because when it's on the import script, right, that's placing it and creating it. So for whatever reason, it didn't want to update it. Now, did I keep... Okay, good, I kept it. So we want... If I want it inset pushed, I probably don't need this network peer call, but I'll just leave it there for a sec. Oh, that worked better than I hoped it would, because it actually starts syncing as it's coming off. I mean, technically, if we were really physicsing, it would like rotate, but I'm not gonna do that. Okay, sweet. And then wizard. And now we want to yield animation. Oops, animation player. Is that what it is? It's been a while. Oh, I don't have it open now. Hold on again. Animation finished. And then play. Floating, right? Yeah. Yields are too spooky for you. I feel like it's very hard to not... Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah. There we go. Now I realized its collision needs to get turned off once it's been pushed. So let's do that. Floating. Collision shape 2D. Disable. Great. See if that works. Hey, look at that. And that'll create the bridge. If I really want to get fancy, I could do like the button where it has the offset of this player sprite. Maybe I'll monkey around at that another night. Let's worry about functionality first. There you go, that was almost too easy. Now I guess I should check real quick to make sure the animation works for all players though. That works out pretty good though. Multi-start. Make the floor solid. Oh, interesting. It started out as floating for the other person. Wow. Okay. Let's start with that. Maybe that's the problem. Nope. Why is multiplayer like this? Let's see. Okay, yeah. Print pushed. So I have to. Oops. No, 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 no closing. But that means I need to host on this one. Oops. It's false. It is. It is false. Everybody just uses it from the map host. But if I'm starting a brand new game, should it not just automatically... Anytime the state is set... Even on like a brand new game? So how would you check that, Joseph, if you're going to check it? Set pushed. Yeah. Oh, I think I see what you're getting at. So, if pushed... like that, hey? Yeah, you're right. I get it. I get it. Let's see if that works. Let's just... I had it open still on the one screen. Confusing myself. Alright. Yeah, that seems to work. Yeah. Excellent. Bing. You were right, Joseph. You did it. Now we needed to go into the water. So, sorry, let me check and make sure this is placed properly first. Okay, so interestingly, that will push into the water without problems. But now, the challenge that I run into is we need this tile map. See how I drown? So it has to actually update the tile map to stop it from doing that. And that's going to be, I think, the hardest part of... That's the actual hardest part of this. So I think logically, the way it's going to work, even though it's not going to look like it, it's going to treat it like how grass... See how I, like, delete that tile map? That's essentially what's going to happen on the water when the barrel collides with it. But it can't look like that. It's going to look like nothing changed. And I am not too sure I want to do that just yet. That's definitely going to be the hardest part of this. Actually, I like how that looks, though. I'm quite happy about that. I just want to see it again. I'm so happy with how it looks. Very cool. Alright, so we've made some progress already. That's fantastic. Now we just need to think about this next part. And this is beyond me. Let's go to tall grass and look for hints, shall we? Because I didn't code this. So, var tile world to map hitbox level position. Yeah, if that's the case, like if I can somehow delete that particular tile's collision, I think that is the answer. Because that's all we're trying to do is remove that collision on that tile. So if we can somehow figure out a way of doing that, and I know it's got something like the tall grass is essentially going to be our hint. So I just gotta figure out. I have to reverse engineer Clake's stuff here. See, it extends from tile map. But tile map is a built-in Godot thing, right? That's not something that we would have done. So this is where I was like, oh, I'm gonna be bumbling around and no one's gonna I'm not gonna know what I'm doing. Add to group effects tile. Wonder what this add to group does and where. Process tile, world to map. Okay, so let's. So this cut function with the hitbox is in the sword. I know that. So we might have to have. Well, let's look at the sword, I guess, real quick. Where is that? Entities, weapons, sword. Right, it's not actually in here. It's just in the animation that it's being called. So we'd have to call a function in the floating barrel animation. Oh, Joseph B's got some stuff going here. Let's see what he says. Repeat your question again. I'm peeking at time map docs. So what you need to do. The suspense is killing me. Sorry, we're hanging on here. We're hanging on here. Joseph will have the answer for us. So the big question is how to get the tile ID from the tiled importer, which I think, Joseph, is right here. This variable in cut hitbox is doing just that. World to map, hitbox global position. And then you're processing that tile, which goes to the function here. Does that make sense? Converting a Godot world position to a tile map position. Yeah, because you want to know which, like, it's to basically know what position that piece of grass is in. And then once it knows that this hitbox cut cells append. What's the Godot tile map ID of grass? Oh, he cheated. How do you cheat? Oh, the grass is on its own tile. Yes. So is the water, though. The water's on its own tile also. So if you go to tile, the water is actually on its own thing too. See? And then, because is the grass... Yeah, it's using replace. He says that ID -1. Oh, -1 is nothing. Okay. To get tile position. To to delete that tile. Yes, yeah, that's exactly what I had in mind. I just didn't know how to do it. Then update the bit mask. Which again, we visually we want it to look like it's not moving, or like the bit mask. We don't technically want the bit mask to update this time. Okay. So we need to figure out how to delete the tile. So how can we start with that? I guess that's going to be in the water. And again, we don't actually want this dungeon water to do this, but we can test it here because it just makes more sense. I think water.gd is what we want. Yeah. So we want a function like get barrel reference to tile map. So we do that by putting in a function, right? Yeah, which I think we can do the same thing, right? That's the same. And then we'd want a function like cut in water. Yes? But we'll call it, I don't know, barrel. No, let's just call it barrel. Yeah, I think so too. Okay. So, process tile. We don't need this right now. We just want the position. And then let's go back to floating barrel real quick. In the animation player, when we're floating, I suppose. Oh no, sorry, sync. At the end of sync here, we want to call a function which add track method. Pick the node that'll be animated. Wait. What? Is that not what I wanted? I'm sure that's what I wanted. I'm gonna go lay down. Insert key. Oh, okay, there we go. So I called it barrel, right? I forgot how to do this. Oh, clear water. Okay, yeah. Let's call it clear water. I guess I have to save it, right? That's why I couldn't see it. Clear. Why am I not seeing it? You currently don't have reference to that, to the tile map, so you need to get that somehow. Yeah, I don't know how, on the sword, how he did that. Sword animation player. Because, see, he gets cut here. So how did he add that? How do you add that function? Or did he just add it without worrying about... Oh, see, that's... I don't want this to be animation player. Add track. Call method. Floating barrel. Insert key. Clear water. Oh, but see, it's still not letting me. Oh. He does it on collision with the tile map, so you can check when the barrel collides with water. Then call that function. In the code? Like instead of in the animation? Or does it still get called in the animation like this? I just don't know how to add it. Add function to animation. Godot. I don't want to watch a video right now. Is it called it like on the sword is called in the code? Oh, I forgot. I added that. It was originally in the animation. I think we can just do this, yeah. Right here. Let's do that instead. Oof, YouTube chat is not good for code. You're welcome. I'm still in the voice chat. You're welcome to join if you want. That's why we had you on backup just in case. Float barrel. Clear water has so it doesn't like oh, I see, it's here. Yeah, we don't want the damage code. The barrel is dangerous. I guess it was here, isn't it? The body has method. Alright, well, let's just get it in for now and I'll figure this out. Clear water. We don't want the damage. Function clear water. If network is master and for body and hitbox get overlapping bodies, if body is method clear water. Why is it twice? Yeah, sure, I'll screen share. Give me a sec, guys. That way Joseph doesn't have screen lag. And that way things will go a little bit smoother, I think. Oh, see, there's a cut node here, even. Tall grass. That's interesting. I wonder what that node is. Oh, you know what? I think that's an animation, isn't it? Oh my.
Hello, Retro Drago. Hello, chat.
Welcome, welcome.
Hello, and
Here, I'm gonna. Yeah, it's mostly just you. There is somebody else watching. They're just lurking.
They're cooler than me. So.
All good.
I presume they're not watching their own project being developed.
Watch my own.
Or maybe it's Notting. Or other Joseph.
Yeah, it could also be Tom or Josh. They tend to lurk as well. So.
Plenty of cool people. Let's see, okay. So, what's currently happening in my brain, that would be an easy solution for this, is that you can have, you have that, you connect body entered to the on-body entered signal that's given off by the event system, right?
So we're gonna, so we have to connect, to the, I'm ready, right? So connect, things, can, connect.
Yeah, so you just do connect parentheses open.
Yeah.
Or self.connect.
Self.connect. Connect.
And then it would be on body entered.
On body entered here.
If you just press backspace, if you get rid of the quotes and then do this is a little cheat. I did backspace one more time, get rid of the quotes.
Oh.
And then open parentheses. There you go. You just use the arrow keys now.
Oh, it didn't show it though. Why?
Yeah, you just take. Oh, it's a static body too.
Oh.
Just scroll down, press down, like. Oh, yeah, that's that. Should it be a static body 2D? It's moving, so I don't think it should be a static body.
Well, the block was a static body 2D. That's why it's a static body 2D.
Yeah. So what if you just? Would it break anything if you changed it to a kinematic body?
We could try. It might, but we could try.
Yeah.
Kinematic.
And then go. Be sure to make sure it's static kinematic body.
Sorry, what's that? Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
At line 1, it needs to extend kinematic body. And then just comment out that line 1.
Comment this one out for now.
Just to make sure that all the same logic still works with it being out.
Yeah. Oh.
Verify the collision layers for that, and make sure that the floating barrel, okay, does that collision shape look right?
Oh, it's disabled still for some reason. Just probably because it wasn't on default, that's why.
Oh.
Default. Because whenever you switch an animation, it does that. Okay.
Okay. So now you can connect that signal.
Yeah, now it'll connect. Self-connect.
Yeah.
The hell? Still thinks.
On body entered. So we'll just press mouse down.
Oop.
Or, just do it the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, I'll do the old-fashioned. I don't know why I wasn't showing it. Oh, because it's still not updating it. Why is that? What the heck? It didn't update the... It didn't update the signals.
Try click the little X for the floating barrel tab and just reopen the scene. Just close the scene and open it again. You might just need a refresh. Because it's definitely a kinematic body.
Let's do the re-importy thing again.
Yeah, that's always part of it.
I think I actually have to move it. Because it doesn't do it. No, still not. Oh. Yeah, I know that. It doesn't exist.
Oh, it's just body entered.
Oh, body entered. It might be. Ah. But it still doesn't want to update this. Why? Should I try, like, killing Godot again?
Maybe. I mean, it's just still code-wise. Like,
I guess we could try it. Yeah, let's try
it
it.
should be working. It just the IntelliSense is just not being right. I'm trying to find. For some reason, I can't read docs today. I can't see body entered in the docs. It's just body.
I'm trying to find another place that I had body entered. Was there in this sword? Oh yeah, here we go. Body entered. Self body entered.
Yep. Body entered.
Do I need? Should it be hitbox maybe? Instead.
No, it should just be self. No, it would just be self because it would be the kinematic body, and since this is the kinematic body, it should be self. You need to get rid of that extra parenthesis there.
Oh.
So that should call body entry. Sure.
Oh, I didn't. But
Exactly how much all the code
attempt to connect non-existent signal. Yeah, for whatever reason, it doesn't like that. It didn't want to open update this. In object of type.
Like a casing issue here.
Kinematic body 2D. My Godot's just acting strange. Okay, I'm gonna kill it again.
Okay. I'll just try running it.
Yeah, it's still not there. What the heck?
Why?
I angered it.
Change it. Change it to a rigid body.
Oh.
Or back to a static body like that. Or
It's totally not updating it.
Why?
Good questions. Why can't I even re-import it? See, it recognizes that as a kinematic body 2D here.
Yeah.
That's so peculiar, man.
Probably something stupid. Interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna look for. So this is a weapon. So if I go sword. Now the hitbox. So you could be.
Does it have to be maybe? Does it?
I might have just been really stupid.
Because it has to be an area body.
I think
We
instead, I think instead of hooking it up to the barrel itself, hook it up to the ray cast.
To the which, sorry?
To the ray cast.
The raycast. Yes, okay.
Keep the floating barrel as a static body.
There's tree entered trees and script change. Because I was just thinking, like, I have it. The door switch, for example. Where do I have it? Oh, it's because it's in area 2D. You need it. You need something to
Yeah.
be.
Yeah, so that's why I'm saying try using. I think you could get away with using.
Because the raycast doesn't have. Oh, yeah, because the raycast doesn't have that either.
You can't do it through it. Yeah, you can't do it with that. But well, kind of. Let me see. I've done this before.
Because I think the player has the raycast where that's a collision, right? So, where is that? Oh yeah, so if ray is colliding.
Yeah, so it would go into whatever process of whatever that is in the floating barrel. So for my version of the code here. Okay, so it's not like a so you could create a physics process in which that occurs. So
so what are we doing here?
Okay, so in
the floating barrel.
So in the attempt move,
Yeah.
there,
Yeah.
doing a ray cast. So you can do if you can right there you can check if the ray is colliding with water.
Oh, if ray is
colliding
and is in group in
or
water.
Or I think what makes more sense is has method and then the
oh yeah. Yeah, okay. Has method. Oops, what am I doing? Has method clear water. And then I would call clear water, I suppose.
Yeah.
And I don't need this.
The only other thing. Yeah, you don't.
So yeah, then this is where it's getting. This is where it gets the overlapping body and calls the body's clear water. So then it would call the water's clear water.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's right. Yep. Only thing in here that would have to be acknowledged is.
So it's not doing anything, but let's print and see.
So.
Oops, printer called. Sure. And I don't like this up here. Let's move it. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
Oh, so now the only problem left is that it's going to delete. It should delete the water, but it's not going to move.
Okay, so it doesn't it doesn't actually seem to call that function. Is it getting this far?
Yeah.
Print.
Yeah, check if it's calling clear water.
Just in general.
Put a just where it says line 6. I guess that works. But I was just you can use click on the number 64.
Oh yeah, to like
30.
Yeah, and I could have put a stop. That thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just that's what I was discussing. So
yeah.
If it got there, but prints work too.
I'm so used to doing prints. I remember you showing me the stop before. Okay, it's not being called. So
Okay, so let's look at that.
so
So if Ray is colliding and
we're not calling the overlapping body, right?
So let me. So we need to get the object that it's colliding with.
Josh is like, this allows players to walk on water to be fine and totally realistic. Well, funny enough, I could just do. I think it's called Sea Charm. Yeah, it is. So watch this. I have the power to walk on water as I see fit. Oh, it's not gonna let me do it now. Oh, I know why though. The collision. I forgot there's a collision that I have to fix. But that's just so funny.
Dot collide.
Sorry, what was it?
So it's so it'd be dot get underscore collider. Ray dot get underscore collider.
Ray dot get underscore
collider. And then
dot has method.
Yeah, try that.
Yeah, I had it so that I did have it so that the players can walk on water. I don't know why it's not working. I think the collision got turned back on for some reason. I have to fix that.
Okay, why didn't it come out?
Still didn't print it. Printy. No.
So the water has a collider, right?
Yeah, it's got. Oh, but maybe it's not recognizing it because the barrel doesn't have.
Make sure that the ray cast to
Uh-oh.
not the.
I think I just lost my YouTubes.
Uh-oh.
Stream's over. Oh, we're still good. It's back now. Sorry. Collision. I think it's just the map.
Not the floating barrel. The raycast 2D.
Oh, yeah. There it is. Water. Now let's try it. Oh. Get overlap. Oh, because maybe the water. No, wait. This.
Because body is null. There is no hitbox. There's not a hitbox.
Because it's a tile map, right?
Yeah. So go to scroll up. Scroll up. Go to where clear water is being called and do if network is network master.
Yeah, which is
and then the raycast dot get collider dot clear water. Do that. Like just ignore that part.
Okay, so do I need this for part, or do I not need this?
No. You can get rid of that entire function.
The entire function.
Entire function. New good.
Oh, like this, even this part.
Yeah. This will be a 2-line add to.
So back up here then.
Yeah. So do if
is
network master.
Meter master. Oops, and that's also not if. Yeah.
Then do ray dot get collider dot clear water.
Dot what? Sorry.
Dot clear underscore water.
Oh, clear water. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Try that. In base time app water dot. Oh, why though?
Oh, let's see. Yeah.
Oh.
Just do self.
Self.
Yeah, just passing self to clear water. Well, maybe not self. But let's see. How do we get the? Just add a variable for a position.
So like that.
TOS.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then pass that variable to world to map instead of hitbox like global position.
Right.
And yeah, get rid of the global position. Just have it be pause.
Oh, we don't need no global. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Okay. So from here, and you can save that, and then back into the
Floating barrel.
pass that through now.
Yeah. Floating barrel. So we need to get our position. So current.
So it'd be dot. Okay, so it'd be.
I think it's be target position, isn't it? We could pass our target position, couldn't we?
Try it. I know another way if that doesn't work.
Okay.
But yeah, that should work.
No.
It might be. I think. Yeah. Let's try. Ray dot hit collision point.
Where inside of here?
Yep. So target position.
Get collision point. Now it doesn't want to push. Why is it not wanting to push? I have not played any Fortnite, Josh. I am unfamiliar with Fortnite. I know they were doing a big update. Sorry, what, Joseph?
So what I'm currently thinking is happening is that it's getting the position properly, but then the map to world function is actually grabbing the title to the right of maybe it's because it's on a global position that's being passed. So where's target position coming from?
Target position is getting from the is position, and then it's a set get, right? So this position is getting updated when you set block position.
And where is that coming from?
I believe when you do the set push, or right here maybe move to. See right here.
Okay, and where's that coming from? What that's circular now because that has target position.
Or like sorry, you're asking where the original position is coming from?
Where's target position coming? This target position cannot be equal to target position, right?
No, it's being set on ready var, so it gets the original position, and then when you attempt to move, target position then becomes this bit here. So it's updating the vector right there.
Okay, I think I see what needs to happen. So so just for right now, just comment out line 29.
29?
Yeah, just comment. This will break up a bunch of stuff, but just do
yeah.
For now, underneath.
And everything underneath it?
Just leave it there. No.
Okay.
Just that line.
And I'll play it?
Actually, move 27 to 28 below 30. And just 27 to 28.
Below 30 or below all of it?
Below all of it's okay. It just needs to be so target position is being set, and then in there, instead of radar, get collision point past target position. And then take instead of on line 34 for clear water past the target position instead of radar get collision point.
Oh, I see.
So it's after target position is being updated.
Gotcha.
Try that. I really hope
I seem too sus.
I'm running out of ideas.
It's funny. Yeah, I've oh, okay, I didn't delete it though, but it didn't error out. So I wonder if that function is being called. Yeah, I haven't looked too much into Fortnite, Josh. I'll have to like. I was gonna look at it because it was interesting, but all the new updates of it. Okay, so that function is being called.
Okay. Um,
So, but does it actually go to water.gd now? Oh, it is, but we're not deleting anything. That's why I'm not trying to delete anything. So it looks like it's working.
oh, yep.
So do I?
Okay. So what needs to happen now? Well, first let's just before we fix.
Yeah, let's go back and
Uh,
fix what I commented out here.
let's do that afterward because that will be a little bit messy to fix.
Okay.
It won't be too bad, but it'll just be some. There's stuff that's gonna have to move into a function. So
Gotcha. Okay.
we'll
Okay.
come back to that. So go back to the water now.
Yes, sir. Ow, I bit my tongue when I said
So
that.
I do network. Self dot set underscore cell v, which is
Set cell v.
yep, and that would be tile
Tile and
negative one.
negative one.
Okay, try that. That should delete the tile on your screen.
Bingo. And that is exactly what I want. So what we're going to do now, I'm gonna I actually don't want these to update, so that's perfect. What we're gonna do is actually next time on whether it's on stream or not stream, I'm gonna make a tile that appears underneath it that's also animated. Epic progress.
Cool.
Good job, Joseph.
So I guess I don't know if you're jumping off stream right now.
Pretty quick here,
not.
but if we want, we can keep going to clean this up or whatever you're gonna do. What were you gonna say?
Yeah, I think I don't want to leave you with this jumbled code.
Yeah. Let's fix her up. But at least we're getting there. We're so close now.
Yeah, I'm so happy that worked. Like,
Yeah,
I wouldn't know
that's
how
awesome.
else to help with the position.
No, that's great. That's actually so exciting. I really like that. And you know what? What's cool about this is I actually think this is a way we can do bridges. I think bridges, if they're on their own layer, will call a function that does exactly this. Because right now, if you go to like the bridges outside the shrine, it just messes up the tile. Actually, you know what's interesting
Is there
too?
any reason why a bridge isn't just a tile on the water layer?
Because it would automatically update it to look like water. It replaces them.
Oh, with the animal.
Yeah. So, and that's the problem that you run into is tiled can't discern when something is over the water. It just basically updates it and treats it like it were I don't even know, like, see how that ends there, even though the water should go underneath the bridge, right? So I think what we could do though is the bridges could have a little bit of code that just basically deletes the tiles instead without updating it. So anyways, that's just a cool thought that I had. Awesome. Okay, let's clean up the code and then we'll call it a night.
Okay, let's start in here with just do network.peer call set tile. Yeah, just call that line 13.
Oh yeah. Network.
So it's networked.
Yeah. So self set cell v comma tile -1. Yeah, I think that's right.
It's not working. Now the fun part of cleaning up the public file.
I would love dolphins, Josh. You don't need a petition
Okay.
for dolphins. I'll add dolphins.
So line 27 to 31 needs to go into its own function.
Okay.
27 to 31.
What should we? Oh, to 31.
I'm not sure what to call that function.
27 to
27 to 31.
31.
All that needs to go in its own function. Not sure what to call it, but it just needs to be in its own function.
Oh no, it's angry at me. Function something. Just give me a second. Let me.
Is there any inputs that the other function had? Scroll up because that input would probably have to be passed.
Set
more direction. Scroll down. Is direction used in that code at all in the function? Yes. So direction will have to be input parameter.
Sorry. So what do you want to call it?
Call it up. So this is a sub of attempt move. So this would be maybe process move attempt.
Okay. Process.
It's not the best name ever.
It'll do. It'll
It
do.
needs to take in direction as an input.
Oh. Wait. Oh, direction. Direction.
The function is, direction.
Where is? Oh, right here.
It's just direction. Just direction.
Oh, I see. I see. The
reason I'm moving this stuff, telling you to move this to a function, is because this code is going to be happening in there twice.
Right.
So rather than having it there twice, just having a function to call.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Now that that's done, you go up inside uncomment 26, and then in there do call that function.
So attempt, or no, what was it called? Process move attempt.
Yep, and do it after line 29.
Why is it mad still? Oh, because I have to pass through direction.
Also, I think 27. You need if is network master as well, right?
So right here as well, and is network master.
Yep.
Like that.
Okay, that should do it. So now everything should be networked and clean-ish.
Issues.
So just test that out.
Functionality is all that really matters.
See.
Yeah. It's interesting too that you can't actually drown when the tile is like that, but you can here.
Yeah, that's interesting. I'm not super familiar with the tile map, so I'm not sure why that is.
Yeah. I mean, I'm okay with it because like the barrels this will be immediately go to the other side of whatever we're walking on, and it makes it so it's like a safe passage almost. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It makes it a little bit easier than having the player have to be super careful about going across the barrel.
I think my concern is that if you're going to have like a 2-barrel long bridge, it might block you.
Yeah, that's true.
What I'm saying.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know if there's a way I can test. Actually, we could test it right on these guys because that's even though it's one. Oh no, I can't because it's blocked off by a torch. Okay, let's monkey around with it just a little bit. Train. Oh, I forgot this is all different now. I haven't really used any of this. since it's been updated. I don't need to multiplayer it now because we know it works.
Ish.
Ish. Nope, it doesn't.
Oh, no. Cool.
Oh, that's interesting. It actually like lets me. Oh no, it doesn't. Never mind. You can fall in the water between the two, apparently.
You know what? I'm curious if it's because of the tile below it on the different layer.
Yeah. Oh, maybe. I'm not too sure. Oh, bye everybody. Oh, it took me outside. That's great. It didn't actually glitch me because of that. That's awesome. That's too funny.
Well, I have to look back in the mod. I looked away for a second. So,
What's that?
I looked away for a second. I'm gonna watch. I'm going back in time to see what happened.
Oh, you didn't see it. Oh, you didn't actually see what I like.
I think I know what happened. Yeah. Oh no.
It did the glitch where it like kept jumping because the water was too little.
Yeah.
But then I actually exited out.
It's a hilarious glitch, but it's not a feature.
It's it's definitely something that we're gonna have to try and figure out.
Yeah, I mean, if it was like super duper rare, I'd say leave it because it's hilarious.
Yeah.
But, it's I've encountered it multiple times, and you've just encountered it again. So.
Yeah. It's too easily replicatable. So I'll have to figure it out. And I tweaked the numbers to try and have it not do that. And like it does do it very rarely now, but it still happens, and that drives me nuts. So I don't know.
Yeah, maybe they could just do a lazy way and say, presuming that's like a state machine, which I don't know.
Yes, it sort of is.
Not state for longer than 2 seconds.
Yeah, we could do something.
Just kill the player.
Yeah. Because I think. Oh yeah, so it goes to state water, and then state water is where? Oh yeah, so if body is water. So this is where all this stuff happens. And I'm trying to see where. Oh, it's this timer here. So the more the shorter that this timer is, the less likely that's going to happen. But the thing is the animation doesn't play if this is too short. Like if I make this if I get rid of this yield altogether, the animation doesn't play. It just goes straight to the drowning thing. So I wanted time to allow for the animation. What's that? Like the player's animation where they're jumping, like where they.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'll think about that a little bit.
Yeah.
I think I know why that's happening. But I need to think.
Okay, no worries.
I'll have to think of a way a better solution and how to communicate that better solution.
Yeah, I'm sure there's much better ways. And again, this is basically a copycat of the whole, which the whole is also janky. And has similar problems, actually. Very similar problems. Just the whole, because the whole doesn't have an animation, you don't notice the problem. And that's what I mean. Like, the less time that this takes, the less likely that bug is to occur. But if you were to do the same thing with the whole, the same problem would happen.
I think I think there's definitely a way to do that without having a But you remember in chat when I said yields are spooky?
Yeah. No, yields do some strange things, for sure. And it's not ideal to actually use a yield. So I think there's that's definitely
Yeah,
something
but
we should try and
the
fix.
thing that scares me the most of a yield is a yield that never gets a response, aka because that yield's there and it never got a response, your game is just frozen.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. So awesome. Well, let's wrap up the stream here. Thanks, guys, for tuning in tonight. Again, we just did an update to our website, so if you go to the link in the description below, you can actually test and play a bunch of the new stuff that we've been working on. And join our Discord. Come hang out with us. And we're now that Joseph B is back, we've been a little bit more active and we're getting some things done again, so that's exciting. And hopefully you guys will see a bunch more new stuff coming here real soon. So anyways, have a great night, and I'll see you next Friday. See you guys later.